Do you guys want to see my 2019 livery? Well, guess what? Now's your chance. You can jump over to the website, exclusive unveil livery sticker, signed by me. It's the unveil of this year's livery. I'm not gonna post about it on Instagram. I'm gonna let you guys do that. So if you wanna know what it is before Long Beach, go buy this sticker. But it doesn't ship out till March 4th for 3-4, like number 34. On top of that, we have 2 new shirts, the Gen 5 shirts that are coming out for 2019 season. 2 new ones on the website. When you buy the sticker, it doesn't ship till March 4th. So if you buy a bunch of stuff at the same time, it's gonna wait till March 4th. If you wanna like get it sooner, buy the shirts separately. All of it is live today, so jump onto our website, check it out. Designed by Renee. It's gonna be exciting. You're gonna wanna see it. Best one yet. What are you doing, Turbo? Turbo, you're so cute. See, look, Turbo lives here a little bit now. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so I forgot to video when I first got here. Sunday morning. Mark is here. I went straight into making a list of HPS parts that we're gonna need for this year. Because we're gonna redo a lot of little things. And HPS, if you guys don't know, doesn't just make couplers. They sell aluminum bends and they have all the varieties. We use HPS aluminum tubing for a lot of stuff because they do 25-degree bends, they do like 20, 35-degree bends, 45, 60, 70, 80. Like lots of companies will just do 45s and 90s and maybe they'll throw a 30 or something in there, but HPS has kind of got all that covered because they want you to be able to build your intercooler piping, and in my case, I need to build this pipe back here for the fuel fill. Going to the front of the car, yes, we're gonna redo the intercooler piping, intercooler from Treadstone, the other side piping, and then the couplers from HPS, and the hose clamps. So, made a big list. Mark's measuring out some stuff. We're gonna do another bulkhead pass-through for the coax cable, right? That's what it is, right, Mark?
Yeah, and wiring for the radio, so we're doing new wiring for it.
New wire, because I have a full-blown radio in my car, not just a little handheld. Good thing is, you don't need batteries and it's always there, and it's just, all the wires are there, it works out good. Bad thing is, it's a big giant radio and it adds like a couple pounds. It's like a CB radio, basically. It has a speaker, but you'd have to push to talk, so we have all the like connections and it's just in my helmet. But it's kind of funny that I have that. Like, we go super long distances, so tracks like Atlanta, where you're like down, the pit's like down in like, you know, like a different elevation than the track, and there's all the trees, I could still hear the guys if I drive down there. But other tracks like Florida, you wouldn't need it, but whatever, got it. We also have the Motec PDM kind of sitting where we might put them. We have 2 of them stacked. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm not gonna use that exact bracketry, but it's gonna sit on top of each other, save space. All they need is like the 2 connectors. I think it's 26 pin, 34 pin on each one, and then they need probably 4 gauge wire going to it, or 6 gauge. They're 150 amps, so you would want, probably just want 4 gauge, because I think 6 gauge can't go that high. You might even put like 2 gauge to it, so I'll read about that. Depends how long the wire is, obviously, and it's not going to be going very far. This is going to come straight off the quick disconnect, which I was going to try and mount today somewhere in this area, so that power cables come from the battery along here and then go right into quick disconnect, easy access right here, and then the rest of the power will tuck behind and go to where we're going to put our pass-throughs. Would give you the power over to here relatively easy, so it's not too much happening, but it's not going to be like this crazy of a thing. It'll be about, I don't know, like a 1/10 of that. No, it'll be like nothing here. There won't be any of that. There's still gonna be decent amount of crap going on right there, because we'll have 2 PDMs, the little expansion for the CAN sending out to the wideband, and you'll have that little computer, and then you'll have the 112 there also. It'll be up there. There'll be some wiring happening. Still need to get a dash, and so I don't know if you guys have ever checked out Cody Phillips Racing. He's in Utah. He builds super clean Mark IV Supras. I've known of him and talked to him briefly like 4 years ago when I was building this car, but that's when I was first going into Pro 2, and he probably was like, who's this dude? And so then nothing ever came of that, and I wasn't able to utilize any of his knowledge at that point. 5 years go by, didn't ever bother him again, and then I bothered him again this year because he makes this really cool dash that's full carbon dash for the car. And I was like,
we need it.
I want that, but
I want the dash.
I don't know that it'll happen this year because they're like lead time is a couple weeks or months, and I don't think he just makes one because it's like, it's so custom. You gotta make, you know, when you can make like 5 or more, you know, then you go and do like a run of them, because he's got to try and make money on this too, you know. So that's the deal with that. But when Cody reached out to me again recently, he's like, wait, Motec PDMs? And then he's telling me like, hey, this will be a mistake, this will be a mistake, do this, do that. Like, so he's gonna kind of help us figure out some stuff, and I bet he'll keep a real close eye on us, and maybe we could start working together more if we were able to, you know, do what we say we're gonna do and make this car like quality build. Then he might want to be part of it. I think it already was a quality build, but maybe we'll just see how it goes, and then it'll evolve, like, because the Motec PDM stuff needs to be able to communicate with some form of logging so you can see if it had failed or if it messed up. And if you just straight like plugged it in, yeah, it's gonna work, but if like something is to go wrong, you won't be able to log it just on a Pro EFI logger, because the Pro EFI logger is logging what the Pro EFI is seeing, not what the PDM and the Pro EFI. So I need 2 forms of logging now. So that's why I might need that dash, but maybe the dash will allow me 2 channels. If it does allow me 2 channels, I gotta talk to Cody about this, then I could just use that one possibly. I don't know, I might still need 2 loggers, but I really like the Pro EFI, so we're gonna continue on this route with Pro EFI because it's never let me down. That's the plan for today. I'm gonna start making this back panel while Mark's working on some of the other stuff. I filled you guys in on some cool information, and then we'll get back on this part back here probably tomorrow night with Joe, because we're gonna make the ducting and so on and so forth and just keep going with it. All right guys, talk to you soon. Different angles. So, using the grinder. Hey man, what are you doing?
See, on Sundays he actually gets to work.
Yeah, when I was like 16 or something, back when I started Pro 2, I made this. I don't know.
16.
I was 30, I think.
Whatever.
So then now we're making another one, because I told you guys we don't like how these holes are all so close together. We want to do a nice bulkhead there, and then a coax bulkhead there, and then a ground bulkhead. So we couldn't do it sloppy, so I'm making a new one. Still gotta notch it, drill the holes, clean up the edges, but this will be good. Then we'll powder coat it. Alright, gotta go. We did a lot of planning today and more lists. Lists are stressful for me. We kind of have our plan for this guy here, all that. We did get to do some fab work and put this one panel in, make it fit all nice and snug and looks all good, and then drilled the holes and they all line up good, so that's cool. That's kind of it, because the rest of the time we're doing emails to figure out these PDMs, how we're gonna do it, and then doing emails on Pro EFI so they can communicate with the PDM. It's just getting intense now. Race cars are intense and we just do it all ourselves, so it's a little bit hard. But check these out. Turbo, did the door open? Yeah. Turbo's an active pup. How old are you now, Turbo? Oh, you're 12? Oh, cool. Turbo's 12, everyone. Renee's doing the next YouTube video, so you guys can keep watching, and then we're gonna go home. Because it's Sunday, and we always are here every day. Let's say bye to Renee. Renee! She's dead serious.